Well, well, well. Again, this is your absolutely fabulous digital pub landlord of Cheshire Matters. And if we got things to say, hey, everybody in Cheshire know. And we talking about the Labour-controlled authorities. Trump is in. And he's going to be doing things with his administration that you can only dream about, because you are the ultimate wet wipes of the left. Simple as that. So if we start a party, we're going to be saying, yeah, we're going to give free garbage disposal, gardening waste, no charge, council tax down. We're going to be doing everything like that, aren't we, Stats?
Oh, yes. Look, Trump's out front kicking everyone's backsides. Well, our council's trying to hush up councillors and go into hiding, so how brave.
Indeed. Yeah. And also suppressing information about councillors that get arrested for drink driving, but, you know, there you go. Yeah. Anyway. Trevor, say hello.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we're back again for another hot off the press subject. Oh, I've just got some breaking advice that you'll cheer everybody up in England.
Go ahead.
Breaking news. Gary Lineker's quitting.
What?
He's quitting. Match of the day. He's going after
Brilliant.
the World Cup.
Brilliant.
Gone. Finished. Kaput. Yeah, he's going to start making more crisp adverts. Apparently, it pays more.
Where's his, his allure going to come from if he's not with the BBC? Because Gary Lineker's name is just going to be forgotten like a crisp packet. When they finish the packet of crisps, they just throw the
like
packet away.
Balloon. The bloke's just a tosser.
Well,
it's a shame, because he was a good footballer.
Yeah,
Makes no difference to me because I don't watch the BBC anyway.
No, I don't watch him anymore.
I've never seen Match of the Day in my life. I've just heard of it, and I know the tune, but I don't watch it. I don't watch football.
Oh, it's a great tune.
It's just great news that big-eared tosser's on his way out. That's all I'm saying.
There's no need for Match of the Day anyway, is there anymore? It's all on Sky and TNT and everything anyway, and everyone's seen all the goals. You can watch them all on YouTube like 5 minutes after the games are finished.
Yeah.
He's probably said to him, no one's watching anymore. We're going to have to dock your wages. And he's probably gone, I'm going there.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm going to start up a bar like our kid did in Spain.
Do you think he could be that childish?
Well, off you go, tosser. Mind your ears on the aeroplane.
That's if he can get through the door.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I like the bloke myself, don't get me wrong.
Trumpety Trump.
I've got some breaking advice as well. Again, I can't believe all the breaking news that's happening tonight. And this is advice. This, now that we're on about this, member, it's don't Trump in an echo chamber. You'll never hear the last of it. So just bear that in mind next time.
Oh, hey.
While we're on about him.
Wasn't it just such great news when everything was confirmed? And, I just love the fact of what he's saying now, because everything that he does is going to be reported. So when he's talking about deporting the illegals, everybody over here is saying, well, if he's able to do it,
yeah, why can't we?
Why can't we?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, another one he came out with, he said he's had enough of the credit card interest rates. He said he thinks it's a scam. So he's actually going to get it reduced to 10%, and that's it. You can't go any higher. That'll be it. It'll be capped. Now, I don't know who owns the credit card companies, but I wouldn't mess with him if I were you, because he doesn't give a shit who you are.
No, he'll just shut you down.
He'll just do it. And he'll find some way. I mean, Mark, what's he going to do about all these legal threats against him at the moment?
I wouldn't really worry about that. Yeah, the Biden DOJ say they have begun winding up Trump's criminal charges. So they'll disappear.
Gone. But aren't there a few that he can't get rid of?
Well, there won't be the criminal ones. They're probably some of the civil ones, but you can't find him guilty. He's the president, sitting president now. So those cases, criminal ones have to go away.
Well, the first thing he's going to do as well, he says he's going to be writing executive orders in the tens. I mean, he's going to exonerate those people that were, put in prison in the Capitol riots. Maybe not all of them, but
I hope so, because he's immune to prosecution now. That was thanks to, the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So he should be helping out some of the other people who don't have that privilege, who've literally been, put in prison for life when they weren't even in Washington at the time of the so-called insurrection. Jeez.
Well, that's another thing. They're going to be saying this. Well, if he can do that, and I'm sorry to interject, but why can't they let out the people with the, hurty memes on social media? Why can't they do that over here?
I've got a feeling they probably will, but they won't publicise it too much.
So they'll let them out.
If those jails are as full as they say they are, then there's no way they can keep them in for the full 18 months, 2 years, 3 years. I mean, it's similar in America. There was a woman there was a couple there who were walking through Washington at the time all that was going on January 6th. They walked up to the Capitol. They were like, oh, what's going on here? They saw the doors were open. They walked in and took a couple of photos and left.
Yeah.
And then the door got kicked in by, I don't know, whoever it is, FBI or whatever, police. And she was given 18 months. So not only should some of those people be let out of prison, but I think he should be clearing them now and pardoning them and removing the charges and compensating people, especially the likes of Steve Bannon, who've been literally targeted for lying under oath or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Lying to Congress. When there's people on the left who've also done the same thing and not been touched. So he's got a decision to make. Does he say, right, equality under the law, my guys have been done, your guys are going to spend some time in jail? Pick a few of them, make a principle, or is he just going to say, right, this stops and I pardon these people and we compensate them? There's a couple of things he can do, really. But
when the people see people being exonerated over there, they're going to say to Starmer, why aren't you doing it over here? Now, there are people talking to Trump's camp and talking to senators over there and telling them what the situation is. You can see it all over X. They're telling him. And they're saying this, that, and the other about this government being out of control, and they're trying to silence people who are criticizing them. And it's going to come back to haunt Starmer and Labour. I even put a tweet out because I saw the video was so obvious, showing two-tiered policing. It was so obvious. And then I sent out a tweet saying to all the police chiefs in the country, saying, people are going to remember this. This government isn't going to be in forever. And they're going to have that evidence. And there will be a time where they're going to be able to prosecute and give a viable prosecution of police officers and police chiefs that have allowed abuses of what people are seeing right now. And it's being noticed in America. It's being noticed by the people over there, and they're criticizing them. But Starmer can't go over there and get any of those people. They're just sticking the middle finger up at him and saying, yeah, what are you going to do? 1776, kiss it. Yeah,
exactly.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, it was noticed by almost, so far, 75 million people. I think he was up to, well, last time I checked, the popular vote, about 86% had been counted, and Trump was up to about 74.7 million. So I did some quick sums, and it's probably going to be over 80. So the lying media and the left, with, Kamala's going to win. She's going to trounce him, is she?
Yeah.
So what was it? 312 to 226?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone got trounced, all right. I've had people who don't really know much about politics contact me and say, wow, Trump, he gave a speech and he said, we, didn't say I once. And the media, they said he was going to lose terribly. They don't half lie, don't they? This has been a massive red pill for some of the normies,
Yeah.
Wakey. But just because his criminal charges are gone, though, don't think that these demented Dems are going to back down. Because you know what they'll do next? Oh, he's not legitimate. They'll do what they've tried to accuse Trump of doing.
Yeah.
And they'll try and say, nah, this election's rigged, it's false, he's done this, he's done that, whatever. January 6th, he should be. They will definitely not give up.
You can't.
It looks like they've lost the Senate and the House. So, I mean, the Senate looks like a done deal with one left, and the House too. Governors. It's been a clean sweep and a clear rejection of the left and their poisonous politics.
Exactly. You can't. There's no way they're going to turn that round and say that was fixed. No way, whatever. And you've not even started yet. They've not even. He's not even given Elon Musk his office yet, and he will get an office. Elon Musk will get a position.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, the Democrats are going after Elon Musk because they're saying that he bribed the voters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever.
Told you.
What, he bribed 12 of them. He gave them $12 million. All right, he bribed 12 of them. I don't think 12's going to make much of a difference on 76 million. Anyway, and I don't think he's finished there yet. And I think Farage is going to get some sort of position somewhere along the line just purely to absolutely piss off Starmer.
Yeah.
Starmer and the rest of them, they're on a no-no here. They're
Oh,
on an
they are all
absolute
bricking it.
hitting a brick wall. They did not see this coming.
No.
You don't see it coming, Trevor.
They're brilliant.
This is the problem. They didn't see it coming, and they're all still in denial. There's a few on the media in America who are like, maybe we should be listening to people now. But the rest of them, and over here, like your Rory Stewarts and that, they just think the way they think is the way the world works or should work.
Oh, yeah.
And if someone doesn't think like them, they're wrong. That's wrong. We should look, oh gosh, no. But the funny thing is here, not only was it a clean sweep, if you look closely at the likes of California, there's been some wins there as well. And then 70% of California actually voted for Proposition 36, which increases penalties for theft and drug crimes. So where they've tried to roll these back, even the people of California now are saying, no, we've had, well, whoever's left, no, we've had enough. But then just look at the Trump effect. I mean, straight away I noticed the stock market surging. Bitcoin jumped to a record high.
Wow, 86,000. Go on.
Even the London stock market rose, as did Paris, Frankfurt. US Treasury yield shot up to 4-month highs. The dollar surged. Equity futures up 2%. Even Japan surged. US oil was down on a barrel. They could sell loads of that. I just think he's working on the border. Qatar have asked Hamas to leave. I think he's had something to do with that too. I think so. What else are we looking at? Oh, this is the best one for me. He's declared war on the drug cartels. So he says you're going to get a life sentence now given out to people smugglers and drug traffickers. And they're going to use the military to come down on them and patrol the seas. He's got an order to ban all federal agencies from promoting gender or sex transitioning at any age. And he's actually going to go after the people who've been putting these kids at risk. And hopefully we'll get some accountability.
Oh, it's going to happen.
I mean, God, if we could get a fraction of this in this country, I'd be...
Oh, yeah, a fraction mark, an eighth of it.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
It would give people heart. I mean, considering in the States, I mean, you're quite right. I mean, to be sitting there blaming Elon Musk for influencing the election, let's be honest about it. Kamala Harris had about 3 times the pot of money, for the election. 3 times, okay? They had 80% of the legacy media on their side. They had 99% of Hollywood and 100% of the federal institutions, and they still lost. So quite simply, they were rejected. Out. Goodbye. Kiss it. We don't want you anymore. Love don't live here anymore. Yeah, get out. Go on, Mark.
These people, mate, they've either got memories like goldfish or they've got more front than Brighton. Let's go back to the last election. What happened? Well, Elon Musk exposed how Twitter was literally infiltrated by the security services in America. So they controlled it, right? And then Trump was banned. Zuckerberg did the same on Facebook and had drop boxes all over America where they were stuffing ballots in left, right, and centre. They actually admitted to having a shadow government of people who'd come together all across America to get rid of Trump. And now they've got the brass balls to call out Musk and say he's influenced an election. Are these people for real? Like, do they actually look in the mirror and believe this stuff? Because we don't. So who are they lying to at this point? Themselves. Yeah. They need to have serious.
They are lying to themselves. It's like hope not hate over here.
Yeah.
They promote more hate than any organisation I've ever heard of.
Oh, they're
Hope
just,
Not Hate, the lefties. They're absolute fruitcakes.
they'll
A
get
lot of them.
absolutely wiped when they're kicked out. When Labour are kicked out, Hope Not Hate know they've got to come in. They'll just disappear. Same with Led by Donkeys.
Well,
These people are so full of it. They'll pick on a point, and sometimes the point is a relevant one, but it's sort of overcomplicating something very, very simple. As far as I'm concerned, the Trump effect is, do you know what, Mark? You want to see your picture? Keep your hand exactly where it is. Trevor, look at him.
yeah.
He looks like he's got a little picture between his fingers.
I didn't do that on purpose either.
Wow.
I literally did not do that on purpose. I wish people could see that. What you mean.
That's really
That's
good.
awesome, that.
I was going to say, do you know what? I didn't hate anyone until they started. The left, the establishment, Labour, Hope Not Hate, Black Lives Matter, certain religions who seem to hate us. So I didn't have a problem with any of this. No, I hate a lot of them. What are you going to do? You're for hate crime. Because you have caused all this, and I'm not meant to hate it, no. So there was no hate. So they started destroying our countries and allowing hateful people to come over here who despise our countries and expect us not to hate them back. You people are hilarious. Get lost.
Under
Honest
this
to God.
guise of Hope Not Hate.
Get lost. You bunch of traitors.
It's all having an effect. Do you remember when Elon Musk was having a pop at that guy from Disney? Is it Dick Eisner or something like that? Breaking news. You ready? CNN reported today, with the election of Donald Trump, Walt Disney's new film called Jet Black, the African-American version of Snow White, has been cancelled. All of the 7 dwarfs, dealer, stealer, mugger, forger, drive-by, homeboy, and skank
Drive-by.
have refused to sing ha-ho, ha-ho, because they say it offends black prostitutes. They also, in a quote from one of them, said, "There ain't no way in hell I'm going to sing It's Off to Work I Go." How about that?
Yeah, we might have a problem with that one, actually. There might be some editing going on later on.
That's the Trump effect.
But the thing is, it's the left in it. They've got they've took the superior, I'm so serious moral high ground that even when you're trolling them, they still don't get it. And they still think you're being serious. So if they've got no sense of humour, do you know what? It's their problem, isn't it? Because I can sleep at night just telling some jokes. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, just to rub their noses left in it, Trump's appointed the first female chief of staff. Well, they love identities, don't they?
Oh, yeah. First female, yes, indeed. Well, he's
the misogynist has put a woman in.
He's put a woman in charge.
Yeah, the woman abuser and hater, and
you've got to be careful because you might put a black person in next, the racist.
Oh, I know. God forbid. Eh?
He's going after corrupt bureaucrats as well. He's going to get them. Yeah, he's going after. He's talking about deep state there. I mean, that's exactly what I said previously. We should be looking at the civil service. Remove their anonymity. Get them out and find out who it is. Because the people in this country have had enough. They're not interested in living in this way because we're just getting ripped off.
Yeah, but not only do we need to get rid of them, and so does Trump, you've got to make an example of some of these people now to say, look, there is going to be accountability. And if you do this, this is what happens to you. Like some of these prosecutors who've took these are witch hunts against Trump, and most of them are going to go away. But they'll try new ones, and they'll dig old ones back up, and no doubt they'll go back to Russia again, because he's had a phone call with him. So they'll be best of mates now, won't they? He'll be a Russian spy. They'll keep trying. But I just think they don't realise that their demise is coming. Yep. Across Europe and America, people are just rejecting the left like there's no tomorrow. They just don't get it. And maybe that'll work in our favour.
Well, he's going to do it to Europe. No doubt about it, with tariffs. He loves tariffs. He loves the idea of them. I think he used them in 2017.
Well, I'm the same. Eiffel Tower's beautiful. I love Paris.
Oh, no, that's not what I was saying. The tariffs.
Sorry, I've got Qatar. Not like
No, Qatar. They've told Hamas to leave, mate.
Oh, have they? Oh, we're getting mixed up here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, he's proposed a 10% across the board tariff on everybody.
Everybody who doesn't toe the line, you mean?
That's 60% import tax on goods from China.
Yeah. Wow, 60 now. It's gone up since last time. I think it was about 30, wasn't it?
25% on all goods from Mexico. I mean, he's definitely not going to need Congress support for these tariffs, because it was clear in 2018 he did it on steel and aluminium imports without going through lawmakers by citing Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962.
And they say, I'll make an executive order.
He really, I tell you what, he's going to be doing them all day, isn't he, that first day? He's going to be
he's going to be busy.
Yeah,
he's going to be busy, isn't he?
I think with Mexico, I think it's the cars and stuff he's going for this time.
Yeah, the cars, yeah.
I think they're shipping a lot of cars in, and it's...
Well, he's turned
America's big on car industry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some of those areas rely on it, and when they're being undercut by cheaper ones, he's like, no, America first.
Well, he said, we're being invaded by Mexico. He said that at a rally in North Carolina. He said, speaking about the new president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, Trump said, I'm going to inform her on day one or sooner if they don't stop this onslaught of criminals and drugs coming into our country. I'm going to immediately oppose a 25% tariff on everything they send into the United States of America. And I was thinking, right, so he's going to put 25% on all criminals and sell them back to them. I'll make a profit on them.
Say that name again. Claudia what?
Sheinbaum.
Sheinbaum?
I know, it sounds Jewish, doesn't it?
Mexican, doesn't it?
It doesn't sound Mexican at all.
Gringo.
Gringo Sheinbaum.
That's her name. Well, that's, as far as I know, it's a her. Could be a them, they.
Well, I was going to say, where was she brought up? Wrexham.
And he's going to cut money.
Kissing his ass soon, isn't she?
He's going to cut money to any schools that are actually pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the lives of our children. I mean,
excellent.
That's a big one for me.
That's, what is going to happen when people see that over here and it's publicized? The mainstream can't suppress anything anymore, so that's going to be plastered everywhere, and everybody here is going to be saying, to the Labour councillors, what the hell are you doing?
Well, 99% of women don't have a penis.
Yeah.
We've got this, and they've got some. I shouldn't laugh because it's not. It's funny, but wow, we're in such a state, and they've got such an opportunity to fix.
Oh,
this
they've got every. What about drill, right? They're going to start exploiting their own resources. And what's Ed Miliband got to talk about?
Build some more windmills that don't move when it's not windy.
He's going to roll back environmental protections, halt wind projects, scuttle the Biden administration's targets that encourage the switch to electric cars. Maybe Elon Musk might not be too happy about that one. And abolish standards for companies to become more environmentally friendly. I mean, China don't obey any of these rules. They don't give a crap. So what the hell is sort of Ed Miliband going to do? I can't work it out.
It's a big virtue signal.
Well, at least that's right.
Yeah, that's it, Trev. It's like, look, we don't contribute to the world's pollution anymore, but we've just allowed China to do it for us instead.
I was out socially.
What's that fixed? Makes you feel better. Yeah, it makes you feel better and look good, but it's actually increasing the problem that you claim there is.
I was out
morons
socially with a group of gentlemen, and I will call them gentlemen. Hello, Harry. Talking about Harry No Neck there. Hello, Harry. Anyway, one of the guests that were there turned around and they said, what do you think of climate change? And I said, well, what do you think about it? Just switched it back on him straight away. And he said, definite problem. He said, we got it. And I said, did your mother tell you stories like Hansel and Gretel?
Because you're being told another one.
And about 8 of the guys around, they started laughing. He said, I don't understand. He said, do you believe in fairy tales? And I only went, no, he said it's real. And I went, oh, just like Pinocchio was a boy and his nose. Oh, yeah, we know that story. Anyway, drill, drill, drill. All right, what's going to happen about Ukraine?
Do you know what? I think that's going to be one of the things he's not going to be able to do as easily as he thought. Apparently, there's been a phone call where he's threatened them with a bit of military action if they don't hold fire and stop escalating the problem. So Putin escalated it and then posted pictures of Trump's wife. Not very nice ones. So, yeah, I think he's just stuck two things up to Trump if that phone call happened and if that was the truth.
Well, I think that Trump is going to ring up Putin again and say, look, this is what happens. Then he puts down the phone. Then he rings Zelensky and says, look, this is what happens. Right? And I think, now you've said that, Mark, I want to, we'll take a little challenge on here.
Is it a little or a little?
A little one. And I think that when Trump is in about February or March, once he's got settled in and all that, I think that war will be over. Because he'll say to Zelensky, look, we ain't giving you no more money.
That's right. Lose. That's right.
You're going to lose 20,000 men. You don't want that. So we can put a stop to it tomorrow if you accept that Crimea will
Crimea.
Oh, Crimea, sorry.
Yeah, Crimea River.
Will remain with the Ruskies, and then it will all be over.
Yeah.
See,
I think that will happen in February or March next year.
I'm kind of split down the middle with this one because although I want it to end, and I really don't want anyone else dying, would you be happy with giving? I don't know. I was going to say somewhere like Manchester or Liverpool away. Yeah, probably. But,
yeah.
No, honestly,
no, we give away Birmingham and Leeds.
No,
Bye.
No, would you be happy with giving away part of your country
and then take back London?
You wouldn't. So and we can stop.
Wait a minute. Too many people talking at once.
Well, I was talking first. So hang on.
Yeah, there is. Shut up, Jonathan.
We're having a discussion here. So it might be all right to deal with Zelensky, but it seems like his first move against Putin hasn't worked. That's if this phone call was true, because apparently he rung with no interpreter, with nobody taking notes, no one recorded it. That's not really the way it's meant to work.
No, it doesn't happen like that.
But that was an unofficial call. That could cause a bit of conflict because Biden's still the president.
Yeah.
So did that phone call happen? I think people are thinking it did because of what Putin's put out. Or was it Putin who put this stuff out? Who knows?
Well, the thing is with Trump is it is what it is with Trump, isn't it?
Yeah.
So whether it happened or whether it didn't happen, it doesn't matter. Because it will, if it didn't happen and he said it did, it'll be done for a reason. So he's letting Putin know exactly which way he's going. And this is how Trump works, isn't it? Now, this is what I'm saying. I think in February or March, by the time Trump gets in, he will tell Zelensky, look, this is not an ideal situation, but this will end your people dying. And Zelensky's not bothered. Zelensky's got £1 billion, £2 billion.
Hey, listen, Zelensky, there was a report on him showing how many properties he's got around the world.
Well,
I mean, really, really expensive properties. I mean, how the hell did that guy get that?
Zelensky is a part-time comedian who ended up as a political leader who ended up with $1 billion in the bank.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
Where's that billion come from?
Yeah.
I mean, they're questions for the future. But Zelensky will just step back, he'll hand over, he'll say, right, let's call it, let's stop it all now. And Trump will get what Trump wants. I think so. I think February, March, that'll be over. That's that one sorted.
I think maybe like domestically, Trump will get what he wants. But I think he's not going to fix this in 24 hours like he said he would.
It'll take a little bit longer.
I think it'll be February, something like that. February, March, maybe.
He should maybe pick his words a bit more wisely in future. He can say, I'm going to stop the gender thing, want to sort the border. He can do all that in his own country. But I think this is a little bit more complex with Russia.
Yeah, but that's just Trump, innit? I'll sort it out in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's okay. But, I mean, you don't know. He might do it. And if he does do it, we don't have to give Ukraine $3 billion a year anymore. It ends.
Well, nobody ever that I've seen has gone over to North Korea and stepped into North Korea like Trump did.
No, that's quite right.
No, but what you got to look from Ukraine as well is they've they've got other countries. It's not just Russia helping them. You've got the North Koreans now who are apparently helping them fire missiles.
Yeah.
And then when the drones are getting fired, that's the Iranians. So you've got the Iranians, the North Koreans, and the Russians all in Ukraine fighting the war.
Yeah.
I don't think we should just totally leave Ukraine on their own. But it does need to stop at some point. Otherwise, this will go on for 10 years, 20 years, like in Afghanistan, and there'll be no outcome to it, but loads of people have died.
Yeah,
no,
I agree.
And that's why I think Trump will sort. Trump's done it in the first 4 years he was in. There was no war.
Yeah, there was no wars.
I think he'll sort it. Anyway,
okay, well, is it a good thing?
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
I think it's a good thing, and I think I've got to make a statement tonight on about war, actually.
Whoa.
But, whoever it was who took my wife's knickers off the line, you can keep them. As far as I'm concerned, keep them. All I want you to do is just return the 14 pegs, please.
It was like that. I don't know. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I should tell you. Twice daily, he was on the television at the Remembrance Day. He was there. He saw him marching.
Oh, did it?
Indeed. I'll send the pic there. So, nice one there from Twice Daily.
That's a good one. That's a nice one. And I was watching, Matt brought it up actually, on about Stabber. He was on some sort of Jeep.
I know.
Wasn't they? Jeep and that, what's his name?
Macron.
Macron.
It just reminded me of like Hitler and Mussolini.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Now, I mean, when I was a kid, my parents would always say, excuse my French. While we're on about that.
Yeah.
After a swear word. Remember that? Excuse my French. After a swear word. Remember that one?
Merde.
Now, I'll never forget my first day at school when my teacher asked if any of us knew any French. And I said...
You said.
Then I was expelled.
Hey, Gazelle, allez pisser.
Allez, PC. I know another one.
You know what that means, don't you?
PC off.
Yeah. Au revoir. Say goodnight, Stats.
No, I'll do it in English. No, that French muck. Yes, good night to our lovely listeners. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Don't forget to tune in next week.
Yes.
We'll have some more wonderful podcasts where we have a great moan about all the lovely stuff happening in the world.
Indeed, yes.
And the only foreign language I know is Calamaris.
Calamaris. That's goodbye.
It means good morning.
Good morning.
Tonight, but I mean, that's the only one I know.
Yasu. Or Yasus.
Oh, Yasu, yeah. That's Yasu. Like when you got a thing with a horse in it and you pull your horse in.
That's the one, yeah. Well, this absolutely fabulous digital pub landlord, the man who is actually going to promote Trump's policies in this country, because we need them. We need to mention them again and again and remind people exactly what they're missing.
Especially deport.
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 No,
actually, no, we should deport the port.
If you eat your dinner too quick, you know the solution to it all. You always need a good Trump.
Yes, indeed.
Good Trump fixes everything, doesn't it?
Well,
good Trump everything. It clears your lungs and everything it does.
I wonder. I just want to clear Labour out. That's all.
Oh, God.